If you haven't heard yet, we currently have a Kingdom Hearts combo contest ongoing. No current deadline, but if you wish to submit, do it sooner rather than later. Post your combo from any Kingdom Hearts game using the hashtag KHComboContest. If you need any more info, refer to the link in the description. But moving along. Riku versus Yozora is going to happen. It's inevitable to me. This isn't just because of Melody of Memory. No. This dates back to the first time we saw Riku in the secret ending. A lot of people do not acknowledge specifically this scene where Riku is walking down the street and it pans up to the building where you see Yozora just staring down at Riku. People acknowledge the Yozora screenshot and the Riku screenshots, but they don't acknowledge the transition between them, that this kind of signifies that Yozora is looking down at Riku. He notices Riku. He knows this man is here. So what's he gonna do about it? Well, to me, it looks like this man Yozora is looking at Riku like he wants all of that energy. Yozora wants to end Riku in this image, and he probably will. I mean, look, Riku's been through a lot in the Kingdom Hearts series. He's wrapped up a lot of loose ends in his story. He has like this resolve about him now, about his story. He doesn't really have that much more to do, really. So if Nomura just wanted to really sell Yozora or push him as a temporary antagonist, give Yozora a real reason to fight him truly, maybe Yozora could be the one to, end Riku. But we don't want to have that conversation. Not yet. Seriously though, I do think we'll be seeing a official Yozora versus Riku fight pretty soon, or at least within one of the upcoming games. I feel like we are due for another Riku game, or at least one where he is one of the main playable characters, and it only makes sense that if Riku is in this world that he eventually has an encounter and interaction with Yozora, because everyone's focused on the Sora and Yozora connection, or the Noctis and Yozora connection, but I mean, my man Riku's right here. I feel like they're about to have, a little connection going on as well. I mean, I feel like it's why Riku is here after all. I mean, remember, Riku was the original Keyblade wielder. He was supposed to be the one in Sora's position to get that Kingdom Key. I mean, eventually they both ended up getting Keyblades, but Riku was originally supposed to be the one, if you know what I mean. So, if they want to play off of that, then a lot of times, Kingdom Hearts secret endings do end up actually happening. Often they are scenes from a future game, though in a lot of the most popular cases, it's from the game's ending sequence, which I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing this secret ending in particular as a ending sequence. For me, at least. Now, we can't fully compare this secret ending to the other secret endings for a couple of reasons. One, this is a secret ending for Phase 2. All of the other secret endings were contained within the Xehanort Saga. Although we didn't know what was going on, we didn't even know it was the Xehanort Saga during a lot of these points, but they were contained within the Xehanort Saga. It could potentially, actually just be something unrelated or just a teaser that isn't actually going to be seen in the future, but I highly doubt it. I've made videos in the past about how I feel like the secret episode where Sora has that encounter with Yozora is very bizarre, and I'm tempted to say that encounter more than anything might not fully be real, not in the way that we think, just because that encounter almost feels like it doesn't make sense or correlate to the secret ending. I mean, why would Sora get beaten up by Yozora, then end up in Scrambled Crossing? It's not like we saw Sora fall off the building at the end of his fight or anything. So this is leading me to believe that this secret ending might actually be the beginning of one of our next adventures, rather than the ending. We might start off a Kingdom Hearts game just seeing this secret ending, or seeing this secret ending just acted out, maybe in a opening sequence perhaps. Just imagine we start off a Kingdom Hearts Quadratum game or Verum Rex game, whatever they want to call it, with Riku versus Yozora. That's like the first fight we have. That would be kind of crazy. They could even make it just like the secret boss. That would probably annoy people who didn't beat the secret boss though. But I'm sure they'd figure something out for people who haven't beaten the secret boss, or people who think that fight's too hard. Maybe they'll do a demon tide situation where you only fight Yozora partially before it ends up going into a cutscene. I don't know. But Riku versus Yozora, this is a fight that is going to happen in my opinion. I feel like there's no way that Riku is in this world and this fight doesn't happen. I mean, whether it happens in the beginning, whether Yozora jumps off that roof and just like destroys Riku or something, I don't know. Maybe instead of Riku versus Yozora, it will be Yozora versus Riku. Like we're Yozora and we're fighting Riku. Dang, that would kind of hurt some people, wouldn't it? That would hurt all the Riku fans out there having to fight like their boy. But there's a lot of interesting stuff they could do with this, but I know this encounter is going to happen. It has to happen. And I wonder who's gonna win. A lot of you are thinking what I'm thinking, and you think Yozora is probably gonna watch Riku. I kind of feel like they would have Yozora win this fight as well. I mean, I feel like it would be a little weird if Yozora just lost his first encounter with Riku, or his first kind of real-ish encounter. I don't know, like, because the secret ending's so weird. Like, it has a good and bad ending. The good ending is labeled the true ending in the game files for that, but it's still bizarre, so I don't really want to count that partially, because it's also a secret boss, and secret bosses aren't always mentioned in future Kingdom Hearts games, maybe as like slight references or nods, but they're hardly acknowledged like afterwards. But I just wanted to have this little fun topic because that's always pretty fun to talk about. And I also have a Riku and Yozora video coming up pretty soon, not necessarily about them fighting, but about something else, about that connection they might have that I'll talk to you about later. But if you want to get the details on all of that, then make sure you have that bell hit. And speaking of such things, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.